Welcome back, St Columba, and I hope you're ready for another fun craft activity. Lovely to see the pictures of the ones you sent in of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once I caught a fish alive. I know we're going to get a beautiful display in your classroom for when you come back. So today we're going to start with a little bit of information for the parents about starting school. Now the most important thing to you is your child, but they are equally important to us. Our staff will get to know your child individually. They'll find out their likes and dislikes and what motivates them from being in the classroom, but they'll also be sharing information with their preschool, if they've been to one, and with you as parents, because of course you know them best. School expectations are slightly different than preschool. There will be more than one adult, but there'll be consistent adults throughout the week supporting your child. They'll have their settling in period, but then they will start having learning activities. It will be learning through play, but they'll be learning their sounds, their phonics, to support the start of their reading and writing. They'll be learning to count, recognising numbers. But all of this will be done through fun learning activities, and hopefully you'll rapidly see the progress your child's making. But for that to really make a difference, it's about you supporting them at home as well. So anything that's sent home, one of the big things we ask for is daily reading. Read to your child, give them a love of reading. So the maximum number of children in any class in a primary school is 30. So we are starting with a smaller number this year, so your child will get a real personal experience when they come to St Columba. We want a very positive start, and I'm sure you want a positive start too. But don't be surprised if we have a few tears on the first day. It's very daunting. And we are doing what we can to make it a really positive start for you. As you appreciate, COVID has really had a big impact on all the things we would normally do. We are hoping at some point, maybe over the summer, to give you an opportunity to come into the classroom with your child, explore and investigate, so they're familiar with it when they start. But the more information you can share about your child, the better for us. We've got a much better knowledge of them from day one. So we talked about familiarising. And another thing we do at school to help with the in early years is something called Snack and Chat. The government provide milk for the under 5s, and they provide the fruit and veg scheme for children in the lower school, and daily they'll sit in their groups with each other and literally have their snack, and it's an opportunity to chat. Sometimes it'll just be chatting, other times there'll be a focus of the conversation to help develop their speech and language and their vocabulary. So smooth transitions are really important, and all those well-laid plans that we put in place are not quite how we want them to be, as I've already said, but hopefully through these craft activities that you're getting over 4 or 5 weeks, I can't remember how many there are, 5 weeks, that will sort of help your child have a connection with the school and with their classroom. Again, I've said about information sharing with you, but hopefully you'll get lots of information from the preschool. Ordinarily we would visit preschools and hopefully see your child in the setting, but as we've said, we know that's not possible. You've seen the virtual tour of the classroom, which has been on our Facebook page and on the New Starters tab on our website. If you haven't seen it yet, that's a good thing to show your children, and watch it again and again and again. Talk to the children about the different areas, the type of activities they might like to do when they're accessing them. Please learn those rhymes. It'd be great if they could come back and all together as a group sing those rhymes with their teacher. It's a precursor to reading, learning to rhyme. So sometimes sing them, sometimes stop and get your child to predict that last word. That will really, really help them hone in on the sounds they can hear, and it will help them when they start school. We will be setting up Zoom meetings one-to-one with you and your family and your child, with the class teacher and hopefully the support staff, that you can sort of meet them virtually. We can have an opportunity to ask questions as parents, and maybe a little fun time or a story or something with your child. If possible, we will do home visits. If you're happy for a distanced home visit, we could do a socially distanced visit, maybe in your garden, or if that's not possible, we could maybe meet in a park or something, just so you can have an opportunity to have face-to-face conversation with the teacher. As I said before, if we can get you into the school or into the school building, you can maybe have a chat with the teacher then as well. So again, to give your child a real positive start, they will have a staggered start, and all we mean by that is in the first week they'll have some morning sessions, some afternoon sessions, some morning sessions with lunch, and then some all-day sessions, so they're ready by week 2 to start full-time. And hopefully that will give them the confidence within the classroom, have made a few friends and started to build those positive relationships with the staff. So I think that's probably enough from me for now. I bet you're raring to go on those craft activities. I can't wait to see what you're up to, so please do send your pictures of your child doing the craft or the finished products to stcolumba.donaldson@gmail.com. We're really excited to see what you get up to. Have fun and see you soon. Take care.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another craft session with Miss Koppel.
Hi.
And myself, Miss Hudson. And today we are going to be crafting Hickory Dickory Dock. So the first thing we're going to do is try and find our song card in our bag. It's a small song card. Oh, there they are. It's got a clock on it. There it is. Have you found yours, Miss Koppel?
Oh, there it is.
You've got it. Fantastic. So we're going to use that. Shall we sing it maybe to start with to remind ourselves what the rhyme is, do you think?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you all ready to join in with us? Let's go. Are you ready? Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, do you think you could do that with us this time? Should we try again? But you join in with us this time. Are you ready? Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock. Fantastic, so now let's look in our bag. Miss Koppel, what have we got in our bag for Hickory dickory dock?
Well, we've got 2 crafts, and we're going to find our craft bag to begin with.
Our craft bag.
And then we're going to find our paper plates.
Paper plates.
And then we have a sheet that has cardboard cutouts of our plans for our clock and all of the numbers.
Oh, I found it. That was tricky for me to find in there. This time I've got it. Phew, there it is.
Now we do have 2 crafts, so that's one.
Oh,
The second one is a mouse face.
so we could be the mouse running down the clock.
Mouse. And
Fantastic.
we've got a crown, so we can attach our mask to our crowns.
And we can cut it out and be a mouse. I love it, Miss Koppel. That's fantastic. So do we need our glue for this one?
We're going to need our glue and we're going to need our scissors.
Super. So you might have to ask your grown up again to find some scissors and to help you with this. Okay. Should we start with the clock, Miss Koppel?
That's a great idea, isn't it?
So we've got our round circle plate and some round circle numbers. Might have to ask a grown up for help, or you might be able to have a go yourself and cut out each of the numbers. We're going to stick them on our plates to make a clock. Maybe you've got a clock in your house somewhere that will help you to see where the numbers will go. Let's have a go. So, when you finish cutting out your numbers and also your arrows, if you haven't done that yet, you might want to pause the video here until you're ready and then press play again when you're ready to go. I'm going to stick on my numbers using the clock in our classroom to help us. And actually, while I do that, I'm going to tell you about where we are in our classroom. We're in our small world area, and this is like pretend grass that Miss Copper and I are sat by. And we've got lots and lots of toys really close by to play with. We've got bricks, and we've got the farm, and the train set, and cars. What else have we got here, Miss Copper? So many things.
Well, we have a very amazing number board behind us here that help us to count and to recognise which number we need to use.
Whoa. So this is a really good area to be at in our classroom. I'm going to start sticking my numbers on.
Which number first, Miss Hudson?
I'm going to start with number 12 because that is going at the top in the middle.
Number 12.
And then I'm going to do number 1. Next to the number 12. Have you found number 1, Miss Copper? What comes after number 1? If I've got 1, then it will be number 2, I think, next, Miss Copper. We'll go for number 2.
Number 2.
Do you guys know what comes after 2? It's going to be number 3. And that's got green dots around the edge. And we're going to keep going all the way around the clock. So you carry on and we'll carry on too.
Next.
Number 5. What goes right at the bottom, Miss Coppell?
Number 6.
Number 6. Number 6.
Can you count to 6?
Oh, shall we all try together? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're amazing. Let's keep going after 6 is number 7. And then it's going to be number 8. Number 8 is my favourite number. And do you know why? Because I think it looks a little bit like a snowman. That's why I like number 8.
Number 9.
Oh, 10 is a good number too, isn't it? 10 is on our board just here. 10 is a great number. What's the last one we're going to stick on then? Just done 10.
Number
11. Then your clock should look something a little bit like that. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so when we've got our clocks ready, we're then going to get our 2 hands, they're called, for our clock. It's a funny name, isn't it? Because this is my hand, but these are the clock hands. Now we're going to ask a grown-up for help with this bit, because in our craft bags, we have got a split pin. Oh, and it's a very special something. It's a golden colour, and it's got 2 little legs at the bottom and a flat head at the top. We're going to ask our grown-ups to help us put the split pin through our hands of our clock. Oh, there we go. Right the way through. And they might need to be super clever and use their scissors to make a little hole in the middle of your clock plate. And that goes. Oh, the hands are too long. The hands are very long, so your grown-up might be super duper clever and trim one down because you've got one long hand and one short hand that can move around the clock. And you can ask your grown-up to put it to 1 o'clock because that's when the mouse runs down. Well, that's our clock, but definitely grown-ups, please remember to chop off that extra bit of that long hand so that we don't have one hanging off of our plate. Fantastic. Okay, then is the next exciting part. which is our mouse mask, which is the other part of our rhyme. So if we remember, if we sing it again, we'll remember it's got a mouse in it. Are you ready? Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, Miss Copper, what are we doing to make our mouse?
Well, we've got some brown card, and we have got a red pom-pom to use for the nose.
Red pom-pom?
We're going to collage our face mask.
Yep.
And then we're going to cut it out and glue it to our hat.
Whoa! I'm going to pop the craft bag that I don't need now inside my bag. Okay, so let's get collaging, everybody. We're going to chop little bits off. You might have some other things at home you want to use to make your mouse. You might not want a brown mouse, you might want a grey mouse, you might want a pink mouse. Who knows? But remember, check with your grown-up before you do it. And we're going to fill up the mouse. You could use colouring pencils at home too and colour in your mouse. If you didn't want to stick on it, you might do some lovely colouring on there. When you come to school, we've got a creation station, is what we call it, and all of these craft things, all the things that we're sticking and that we're cutting with, and all of the pipe cleaners, they'll all be at our creation station, and you can use them in our independent learning time. You can choose from them. Okay, I think I'm going to leave my mouse like this, and then I might later on choose to colour him in with a brown pen or pencil. Next, I'm going to cut around my mask. And we're going to stick it onto the crown hat so that we don't have to have the trickiness of cutting out his eyes. So that you can just have a great time with it on your head.
It's quite tricky doing the cutting out,
Oh yes, we might have to ask a grand. Do I like a mouse, Miss Couple?
Oh, Miss Hudson, that's the greatest mouse.
I like the mouse that ran up the clock. Oh, but I wouldn't like running back down. What if the clock was up high? I wouldn't like that.
You just have to be really brave.
Oh, I will be really brave. And I think if your grown-up's got a stapler, perhaps they could staple this on, or use some tape, or
There
use
is
some
actually
glue.
a little bit of tape in your pack.
You've got some tape in your pants. There is tape. I think I'm going to use glue on mine. Here we go. Oh no. I think it will be okay, Miss Couple, because if something doesn't work, we just try again next time.
That is a really good idea.
So I think maybe, are you going to try some glue next
I'm
time?
going to try glue this time.
Okay. It's very tricky because this cardboard feels a bit bumpy, so things don't want to stick to it. Super. So we've got our clocks and we've got our mouse hat. And we're ready to sing. It looks great, Miss Couple. One more time. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck 1. I need to get it to 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't do it. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, tick tock. And we'll see you again next week for our next crafting activity. Bye!